5'8" like me or 6'3" like somebody else, does it make them a better diplomat?
No, I do not believe so.
Likewise, does being white make somebody a better diplomat?
No, I do not believe so.
African American?
No, I do not believe so.
Asian or Islander?
Any
Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Your proud American patriot, standing up for common sense and the values that built this country. Today, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind, and it's something that affects every single one of us. How we pick the best people to serve our country, whether it's in the military, the State Department, or anywhere else in government. Now, I recently watched a clip from a congressional hearing, and let me tell you, it fired me up. We had a veteran, someone who's been there, done that, put on the uniform, talking about what it really means to serve, and more importantly, what it shouldn't mean. I want to break down what he said, why it matters, and give you my honest thoughts as a proud patriot who believes in merit, not quotas.
I'm just going to start by responding to my colleague, who's somebody that I thank. I thank you for your service. If I can speak to you directly, I thank you for your service. Very proud to call you a brother in arms. But as I observe our units, we both served in diverse units in the military, but it was never by demand. And that is the argument that I'm bringing up here as we talk about service in the State Department or the military or anywhere else. There are no quotas over qualification. We didn't need an African American or an Asian or a white sniper or bomb tech or canine handler. It was just simply who raised their hand, volunteered, proved that they had what they needed to make it and be effective in that role, and pursued it and reached their goal. That's what it was all about. And to give the appearance at any time that it is anything other than that, that is un-American, and that is the problem I have with the appearance that this office is giving. I'll ask a couple of questions here. Is baldness, somebody that looks like me, does that make you a better diplomat, ma'am? I think I know the answer, but.
Not that I know of.
It doesn't. If somebody's 5'8" like me or 6'3" like somebody else, does it make them a better diplomat?
No, I do not believe so.
Likewise, does being white make somebody a better diplomat?
No, I do not believe so.
African American?
No, I do not believe so.
Asian or Islander?
Any specific group?
Native American? It doesn't. I would ask this. Can you tell me, am I white?
I would allow you to tell me how you characterize yourself.
That's exactly right. I would have to tell you not just how I characterize myself, but what I am. But I'm asking, do you know if I'm white?
I do not know.
Half black?
I do not know.
Asian, Islander?
Do not know.
Brown? Latino?
I do not know.
You can't know. You can't know without asking somebody to disclose what they are. And we can't ask what somebody is, and it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter that I'm half Mexican. It shouldn't matter whether I'm able-bodied or ambulatory or not ambulatory. That doesn't have anything to do with what my background is, that I served in these operations in the military, that I gained these skills, that I studied this in school, that I proved that I could pass whatever tests under stress and duress and be effective in the field under situations that foreign service officers might encounter, like the withdrawal of Afghanistan, the enemy at the gates, people being targeted, trying to deal with countless number of SIVs coming in. That has nothing to do with how somebody looks. It has to do with, did they volunteer to do this? Do they have the skills to do this? Did we test them to make sure they had the skills to do this? Do we hire hard and have the ability to manage a little bit easier? And that's the problem with what I see with what's taking place here. I'd ask you another question. Can you tell me what best looks like?
I'm not sure I'm fully understanding what you're getting at.
What
with
does the best
look
candidate look like?
Yeah.
The best FSO officer, we'll use that, the best foreign service officer. What does the best look like?
I would say the best for the particular job can look like any one of us, and that is the American way. That's what we support.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So in that, we can't have it be that first we look for a diverse basket of candidates, as is your quote, and then after we look for the diverse basket, then we check the merit of that. The diversity can't be the number one. I want a diverse workforce. I'm glad that I served with a diverse force in the military, diverse colleagues as members of Congress. But that can't be the number one filter because it does create an inherent bias, an inherent quota system where people look at it and say, well, I wasn't this. I didn't have the right religion or color or what they were looking for. So I didn't make that diverse basket number one, as you said, that it has to be that. They better bring you a diverse panel. My time has expired.
First off, let me just say thank you to every man and woman who served this country in uniform. I give my deepest respect to my brothers and sisters in arms. We come from every background, every walk of life, but you know what? Nobody ever asked me what color I was, what religion I was, or what boxes I checked before I put my boots on the ground. What this veteran said in the hearing is absolutely right. In the military, in the thick of it, you're not looking around saying, hey, do we have enough diversity in this foxhole? No. You're looking for the person who has your back, someone who could do the job, someone you can count on when things hit the fan. He talked about snipers, bomb techs, canine handlers. It wasn't about quotas. It wasn't about demanding a certain number of this group or that group. It was about who raised their hand, who volunteered, who could pass the test, who could keep their cool under fire. That's it. That's the American way. But now we're seeing something different, especially in places like the State Department, and I have to say, it worries me. We're hearing about diverse baskets of candidates and making sure we check every identity box before we even look at who's qualified. Let me ask you, when did being American stop being enough? Look, I want a diverse workforce just like anybody else. I'm proud to have served with people from all backgrounds. That's what makes America strong. But diversity is a byproduct of freedom and opportunity, not something you force by putting quotas ahead of qualifications. Merit has to come first. If you start with skin color, religion, or whatever else before you look at someone's skills, you're creating a system that's inherently unfair. You're telling some kid out there, sorry, you're not the right demographic. Try again. That's not what our flag stands for. Let's make this real simple. Does being bald or short or tall or white or black or Asian or Latino make you a better diplomat? Absolutely not. The only thing that matters is whether you can do the job, whether you've earned your spot, and whether you'll represent America with honor. Let me tell you a quick story from my own experience. When I served, I was thrown into situations with people from all over this country. At no point did I ever think about what they looked like. I thought about their character, their courage, and their commitment. That's what matters. That's what kept us alive. I remember one guy, tough as nails, came from a small town, didn't have a fancy degree, but he was the best shot in the unit, and when things got rough, he was the one you wanted next to you. Nobody cared what he looked like. We cared if he could do the job. And that's what we should want for our foreign service, too. When chaos erupted during the Afghanistan withdrawal, we didn't need someone who checked a box. We needed people with experience, grit, and the ability to make tough calls under pressure. Here's the real danger, folks. When you make diversity the first filter, you're telling a whole generation of Americans that their hard work, their sacrifice, doesn't matter if they don't fit a certain profile. That's not opportunity. That's not equality. That's a quota system, plain and simple. And let me be clear, it's not un-American to want a fair shot. It's un-American to rig the system so people feel like outsiders in their own country. That's not what our founders wanted. That's not what the Constitution stands for. And that's not what I fought for. We want the best. We want the most qualified. We want people who can serve with honor and make us proud on the world stage. If that happens to be a diverse group, great. If not, so be it. What matters is that every American gets a fair shot based on merit, not on what boxes they check. So, to wrap this up, America is at its best when we judge people by the content of their character, not the color of their skin, not their gender, not anything else. We need to get back to that. We need to stand up against policies that divide us, that create resentment, and that undermine the very idea of equal opportunity. If you agree with me, if you believe in merit and fairness, if you're tired of seeing our institutions get twisted by woke ideologies, stand up, speak out, and let your voice be heard. That's what being an American patriot is all about. Thanks for watching. God bless you. And God bless the United States of America. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. I want to hear your stories. Did you get passed over for a job because you didn't fit a quota? Did you serve with someone who proved that merit matters? Let's have that conversation. Until next time, stay strong, stay free, and always put America first.